YouTube, what's going on, man? Technical T, man, back with another video, more case reviews for the iPhone XS Max. So let's go ahead and jump straight into them. As you see, we do have cases from Poetic. Huge shout out to Poetic for dropping me these cases, as always, to review. So let's just grab one up and let's see how it is. We're not going to start off in any particular order, but this one, as you see, we have the Poetic Lumos. So let's get it out the packaging. So here it is, Poetic Lumos. Now this is basically going to be your soft TPU clear case. If you want to show off the color of that iPhone, you can rock out with this, and this could be a choice for you. Let's go ahead and go over the buttons one time, because these are all going to be the same no matter what case we have. Raise power button, volume up, volume down. Cutout for your mute toggle, all your cutouts for your speakers, your lightning adapter, and on the back, a cutout for that camera. So let's go ahead and pop the XS Max up here, and let's see how it actually fits. Now here it is, Poetic Lumos on the XS Max. Let's take a look at these buttons. So the buttons, nice and tactile, no issues. Volume up, volume down, easy to press as well, no issues there. Flipping over on the bottom, all of your cutouts are spot on, and your mute toggle switch is not deep, can easily get up in there, and you have your cutout for your camera flash and everything like that. Now let's take a look at the lay on the table protection. Now, as you can see, it doesn't offer much lay on the table protection. This is not one of your heavy duty cases, so please be aware. So you don't really have a raised lip on your top and bottom, so if you were to drop this, please pay attention, man, because you don't have any that much heavy drop protection. Next, how does it actually fit on the phone? Now the fit is actually pretty decent to be as flexible as it is. This fit is actually pretty good, because on the sides, it's not a lot of bending. I really got to dig my nails in there to bend. And of course, you only get weak points right here by the volume down here, but it's not terrible. This actually is pretty good fitting clear case. I thought it wasn't going to fit good in the beginning, but it does fit pretty good. So the fit is decent. So if you want to rock with this, the fit is definitely decent. How does it feel in your hand? You already know, clear case, doesn't add much bulk. You can show off the bezel of that phone. Grip doesn't have much grip, but if your hands produce moisture like mine, then of course it could be a little bit slippery, but it doesn't feel bad in your hands. Dropping it down on wireless charging, it does work with wireless charging. So this is the Poetic Lumos. Next up, we have the Poetic Nubuck. Flip it over on the back, you can see Poetic Nubuck. So let's go ahead and get up into this case. Now, if you already know about the Nubuck series, it has a nice material on the back here. You have a very nice leather material. You get some Poetic branding back there. You do get a card slot, and I will demonstrate that. All of your buttons are raised, your cutouts, all the exact same. And on the outside, you do get a, a semi-stiff rubber going all the way around. So let's pop the XS Max in here, and here is the Poetic Nubuck. So taking a look, power button, nice and tactile, no issues whatsoever. Volume up, volume down, also no issues. Flipping over on the bottom, your cutouts are spot on. Camera is protected from that little raised lip, so you should be good to go. Taking a look at the lay on tail protection. Now with this case, no lay on tail protection. You see there is no lip covering it whatsoever. I do have a tempered glass screen protector up here, but if that's not up there, always be careful, man, when dropping it down, because that could pose an issue. How does it actually fit on the phone? Now the fit is very tight. I mean, the fit is kind of hard to grasp these edges because it's so, kind of parallel to the actual phone. So the fit, I feel like once it's up here, it's not coming off. The fit could be a little bit tighter, but overall, the fit is nothing too bad. It's not, it's not an issue to me. The fit is pretty decent. How does it actually feel in your hands? And it actually feels pretty good. Keeps the device fairly thin. Doesn't feel bulky at all, and dropping it down on that wireless charge, it does work with wireless charging. Now, taking a look at the little card stand. So we have a little card here. So imagine this was like a credit card or something, but say you slide your card in there, and here it is. You can basically rock out, have that card in there. Now it isn't coming out because it's actually protected by these two, little leather straps down here, so it won't allow it to come out. This card used to be a little different, man. When you would put a card in there, it actually be like a little pull tab, but it's actually a little different, and I think I prefer this method of this card. So here it is. This is the Nubuck series for the XS Max. Next up, Poetic Guardian. All right, let's go ahead and get up in here. So the Poetic Guardian, this does have an included screen protector on the screen. So let's peel this off here. All right, so basically you're getting up to your heavy duty style cases now when you're talking about some of these cases. But here is the Poetic Guardian. Right side, raise power buttons, volume up, down. You do have a little port for your mute toggle, and that's a little different. I never really seen a port here for the mute toggle. Flipping on the bottom, you have your cutouts for your speakers, and you also have that same port for your lightning adapter. On the back, you do have a little cutout for the camera, and this does have that front included screen protector, and you do get that Poetic Guardian design. And do you get any Poetic branding anywhere? Yeah, it is. So you get some Poetic branding down there on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy apart, and let's go ahead and because I don't want you to see you struggling taking this bad boy apart. Let's go ahead and take it apart. All right, now so it is apart. Now let's see if we can go ahead and install this bad boy without any instructions. Now, one thing I want to take note of is I do have a tempered glass screen protector already on this device. Now I don't really want to remove it because this is my personal device, and this does have an included screen protector. So let's go ahead and put them both on, and let's see if it'll still work all cool with both of them actually installed. So let's go ahead and pop that side in first. Now you got to be careful because you see I kind of bent the case a little bit taking it out the frame, but it shouldn't affect the installation or anything like that. But just you guys be careful when it gets time to install in this case, because you see that could be an issue. So let's pop the case on. Let's go all the way around. Now, you know what, these cases, you do have to work with it so the bad boy can get on 100%. Now, these cases, like I said, you got to work with them. It can be a little headache, but just take your time. All right, and pop it on. Boom. Go around the case, make sure everything is popped on. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here it is. Poetic Guardian iPhone XS Max. Now, let's take a look at the actual case itself. Power button, very nice and tactile, no issues. Volume up and down, no issues there whatsoever. The volume, let me see, I kind of have it a little pinched up right here. So you got to make sure it's in. You see the volume is a little pinched up. So let's go ahead and take this off camera and see if I can fix it real quick. All right, so I got it fixed up. Volume up, volume down. Like I said, you do have that port for your mute toggle switch. So I don't know if that's how convenient I would want it. I probably would want that open just because you might, you'd be using this all the time, and to continually open the port and close it, it probably could get a little bit aggravating, but that's just my opinion. And flipping over on the bottom, those cutouts are spot on. Then you can flip out that port if I can get it open for that lightning adapter. There it is for that lightning adapter. So that's basically it. And flipping over in the back, you see that camera is protected. Now, taking a look at the lay on the table protection, you already see this bad boy has tons and tons of lay on the table protection. So you should be good in the event that this will hit the ground. Everything should be just fine. Let's take a look at how it actually feels on the phone. And actually fits and feels very good. The fit of these cases, once they are snapped on, they're in there solid, not going anywhere. Very solid feeling case in your hand. It feels very good. Definitely adds a little bit of heft to your device, so it's something to be aware about. Does add a little bit of heft, but it's not absolutely terrible, and it does feel pretty good in your hands, man. A very nice fit. Even with all this protection, dropping it down on wireless charging, it does still work with wireless charging. So this is the Poetic Guardian series. Now, I was about to end this case review for this case, but I thought about it. It does have a screen protector on it, so let's actually test how it actually feels when you press it. Now, you do have to actually kind of press it for it to really activate. So please be aware of that with these screen protectors. You do have to kind of press it a little bit to get it to activate. Now, one thing, if this was my case, and this is how I'll be running this case, if I already have a tempered glass screen protector up here like I do, I would just pop this plastic one out, man, and use the tempered glass screen protector that's on your phone already. I think that's the best way to run these cases, because you don't really want to deal with that air pocket. As you see here, it has like a little air pocket when you press. Something to be aware of with this case. So just want to make a note of that. Now, last but not least, we do have the Poetic Revolution. Now, this is definitely the heavy duty of them all. Just kind of like the Guardian, but this bad boy has a little bit more protection. So let's go ahead and get this plastic off. And let's take a look at it. Now, same design as the other one. Basically, have that front plastic screen protector. Is a heavy duty case. You do get that built-in kickstand, and we will get that out. Having no fingernails in these case reviews is killing me right now. But you get that raised power button, volume up, volume down. Same little flap for the mute toggle. Flipping it over on the bottom, you do get the cutout for those speakers, and you have that flap for your lightning cable. And on the back, that camera is protected. And here you do get that classic Poetic Revolution design. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy apart and pop the iPhone XS Max in here. All right, so now I finally have it apart. So let's go ahead, pop this front side on the front of it. Make sure that's snapped in all the way around. And we're gonna put this back side in. Now, there's no really way, I think, to tackle it. I just kind of tend to go for it, man. You know, I just kind of that's all you can really do with these cases. You just got to pop them on and just, you know, it might be an easier way to do it, but I kind of just go with the side and I just let it flow. So, cut that off. All right, I'm going to slide everything on. Boom, boom, boom. Taking screenshots like always. All right, so here it is, Poetic. Yeah, everything's on. Yep. So here it is, Poetic Revolution for the XS Max. Super heavy duty case. Definitely if you with the drop protection and everything like that, you know that's my version of the drop test, as I always say. That's all you're going to get when it comes to my channel, man. But taking a look at these buttons, power button, nice and tactile, no issue. Volume up, volume down, nice and tactile, as you can hear there. Flipping over on the bottom, all of your ports and everything are spot on. Open that flap up, not hard to get to. And that mute toggle, open that flap up as well. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of this flap. Open up that mute toggle switch as well, and it's there. Flipping over on the back, that camera is deeply recessed, so you should be good to go. Taking a look at the lay on the table protection, it does have maximum lay on the table protection. So if you were to drop this bad boy on the ground, you will definitely be good. How does it feel? How does it fit on the phone? It actually fits and feels great. These cases are super solid. Once they're on the phone, there's no sliding around. The phone isn't moving around or anything like that. This bad boy is solid. And hey, it's the Poetic Revolution. If you've been following them, you know you're going to get a solid case when it comes to this. Dropping it down on that wireless charger, it works wireless charging with all of the heavy dutiness in it. And let's take this kickstand out, if I can figure out how to get it out without breaking it. Like I said, having nails is struggling right now. And it does have a kickstand if you want to place your phone up like this, or if you want to put it in landscape mode, so it works both in portrait and in landscape. But I think it's a little more sturdy when it is in landscape mode. And once again, you already know with that screen, it does have, let me pop my Face ID on it. It does have that little press on it, and I do have that tempered glass screen protector installed. If I ran this case, like I said, I will pop that plastic screen protector out and run my glass screen protector, man. So this is the Poetic Revolution for the iPhone XS Max. All right, so here are all the cases that I just went through, man. Basically starting off with the Lumos, we have the Nubuck, we have the Guardian, and we have the heavy duty of them all. We have the Revolution, man. As always, I will leave link to all of these products down below for all the iPhone models. These cases are very affordable. And of course, the Amazon link down below will have the latest price. But as always, guys, give this video a huge thumbs up if you like it. Comment, definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll catch you on the next time. Later.